Welcome back to Dirty Garage Mods. I am Daniel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to change the power steering pump on my 2008 Chevy Colorado first generation. I actually got 2 videos coming out of this, so hopefully I can get them both done in one day. Anyways, I want to say thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for checking out my videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all that. Up to 724 subscribers. Really looking forward to getting up to 1,000. So that would be awesome. Also, if you're a long-time subscriber, I know it's been a long time since I've posted an actual video of doing anything. It's been a really hectic year, so just bear with me, and we'll get started on this project. Hopefully I can get some good views, and we'll go from there. Also, I know there's going to be critics. They're going to say, you're doing that wrong, you should have done it this way, you should have done it that way. There's always a professional mechanic in the comment section. It never fails. That's fine. However you think it should have been done, that's great. I'm going to do it my way, or my way might be the way that you want it done, or the way you would do it. So, but anyways, I am not ASE certified, none of that stuff. This is just my view on how I'm going to be doing this. So, hang tight, and I'll be right back, and we'll get this started. Alright, so here we are. So one of the first things you want to do is get the breather box completely out of the way. So this map sensor just unplugs. That's easy. And then I'm using a 5/16 nut driver to, actually I need to loosen this one. Loosen this one up. All right. And we'll pop the top cover off. There's a hose down here. Goes into it, you just want to pull that off. Get your breather cover out of the way, and take your air filter out. And air filter looks pretty good. I just replaced it here a while back. Okay, and should be able to get away with just leaving the bottom part of the breather box in there. It shouldn't be in the way. There's a good chance that this hose may have to come out of the way, or possibly might have to move the breather box anyhow, but we'll see. So next up here, I'm going to loosen the belt up, get the belt off of the power steering pump, and then I'm going to start working the 3 bolts that's holding the power steering pump on. I want to get them out of the way, and I'll show you those steps as I go. So a little bit of a process, but I'll be right back. So I'm not going to be able to get the camera down in there where the belt tensioner is to show you how to get the belt off, but I'm going to be using a ratchet, and I got this square pipe that I always use on my ratchets as well, and that will help finesse the belt off enough to get what I need. So and with the breather box out of the way, it makes it a tad bit easier. So Well, alright, so the belt is coming off now. Alright, there's that. It's a little bit of a tight spot. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to just kind of leave the belt hanging and see if I can zoom it in there to make where you can see it better. So I got the belt hanging, the pulley is just there. There's going to be 3 bolts in there. Now I'm not going to be able to get the camera in there for you guys to see these 3 bolts, but I'll do what I can. So just bear with me. Okay, so these bolts are 13 millimeter. So you take a 13 millimeter socket rather. So what you want to do is just get it on there. Surprisingly, it actually was loose. Damn, man, there is no place to put this light to make it where it'll stay. So alright, so I got 2 of them loose now. This bottom one is going to be a little bit of a pickle of an area to get into. So, alright, so I ended up having to skip some steps on the video, but the line that threads in, it's a 16 millimeter wrench to take it out, and it was a pain in the ass to get out. And then it had just this one hose with a clamp on it. I had to take that all out too. Mainly because I lost some tools down in there and I had to have the power steering pump out to do it. So you will need a 16 millimeter wrench to take that off, and then a pair of pliers to take that clamp off on that hose to get that off. These were all 13 millimeter to get that off, and now I'm getting ready to show you how I'm going to get the pulley off. So I'll take you over there to the workbench and show you that. This particular tool that's right here on the pulley, this is a power steering pulley pump tool. You can get these, you can rent them from your local auto parts store. Due to my job, I cannot say which auto parts store that I got this from, but yes, I work in an auto parts retailer, so you can guess which one, but I still can't tell you due to their policy and all that wonderful bullshit. So anyways, this right here is going to take a 17 millimeter, and then this down here is a, well, I'm going to be using a 13/16 because my 1-inch wrench is missing, so, or whatever size it was I was needing. So I'm going to just put this on there like so. Set it to forward. Alright, and we're going to check it. It's coming up. Yeah, it's coming up, so go a little bit longer on it. There we go. So that is how you extract that. It's the easy way. You can use your hands if you had to, but that is by far way easier than trying to use a ratchet. Take all your pieces, sit down right there, and that's your pulley. So pretty cool how it's pressed on there. So, alright, so I'll cut back here in a minute. I'm going to bring the new power steering pump over here and show you how I'm going to attach it. Something else you might want to pay attention to, you want to take all your little caps and stuff like that that came off your new one, put it on your old one. This is for the factory, so that way they're not dumping power steering fluid everywhere if you don't get it all the way drained. I got mine all the way drained, but still, all the same, I'm still going to put this stuff on the old power steering pump so I can take it back for the core money. Alright, so we're going to take the other tool that's in the power steering insulation box, and we're going to use it to smash the pulley back down in place. So what I'm using here is a 15mm socket and an 18mm wrench. Get back on the impact. Alright, so this should just smash it right down with no problem. Okay, I didn't have to do what I wanted to do. Okay, so maybe, oh yeah, I screwed up. So I need to use the wrench on this to impact it down, and then this is just to hold it in place. So what I'm going to do is actually just going to get a ratchet to hold this in place. I'm going to use my 18mm wrench, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on this. So I'll be right back. Alright, so make sure you're recording. Yep. Alright, so I ended up just going with an 18mm wrench for the thing that smashes the pulley down, and a 15mm wrench as well. So what you're going to do is just sit here and work it in slowly. And you just want that to seat on that shaft. Okay, so once you get it seated, it'll be flush with everything there. I'm gonna cut the camera for this part because this is going to take forever, so I'll cut back in here momentarily. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so here we are. I'm getting ready to put the old power, or the new power steering pump back in. I just got it sitting here, as you can tell. It's drenched full of power steering fluid from the factory. So gotta get this line lined up here. So here's the problem with it, okay? So this ain't easy because this line is only so long. So you got to get in here, either bolt it in, which I may have to do, bolt it in, then reach in from behind to put the lines on. But if I do that, I can't get a wrench in there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. The unfortunate side is to keep this video short and sweet, I'm going to have to stop recording and do this without y'all seeing it. But what I can tell you is that at the end I'll tell you what I ended up doing to get it all back together. So or pretty close to it anyways. But we will, God, I'm trying to think what I want to say. I'm sure someone in the comment section will tell me I did it wrong and I should have done it a certain way. And by all means, I encourage negative and positive comments. Worst I'll do is not reply to you, but I usually reply to all my comments unless it's just derogatory, foul stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, I'll cut back in here in a little bit and we'll see where I'm at then. Okay, so I found an easy way to actually put that line on, which is, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it was easier to bolt the power steering pump back up and then just reach right down through here and thread that power steering line back in. Now I still got to tighten it up, but it's in there. Then I got the other hose that has a clamp on it. I still got to get that on. That's the reservoir. So I'm going to do that here next, and then I can put the belt on, pour power steering fluid in it. I'll have to hook the breather back up because the truck won't run without the map sensor for some strange reason. It will, but it runs like shit. So, but anyways, yeah, I'll cut back in here when I'm actually getting the air out of the line. So that'll take a little bit to do. I think it might be easy. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I put the power steering pump back together, the lines and everything. I wanted to show more content of it, but it's just so hard to get a camera in there when you're limited on your tripods and mounting systems and all that stuff. I'm going to have to order some new equipment if I'm going to keep doing YouTube. However, I got it all back together, hooked up, started up, put fluid in it. It took almost a whole quart of fluid, and it did have air in the system. It still has a tiny bit, which ain't going to be a problem getting that out over time. So yeah, that's just kind of the pits of doing this particular job. It really was kind of a pain in the ass because the way I did it, I should have paid a little bit more close attention to what I was doing. I would say if you're going to do this job, obviously remove the belt, the breather box, remove all that stuff out of the way, and then when you go to undo the lines, the two lines that's there, the one that goes in the bottom of the reservoir and the high pressure line, undo them first before you unbolt the power steering pump. That's going to be the easiest way to do that. Then you can unbolt the power steering pump and pull it right out with no issue. I did not have to remove the upper radiator hose at all. It was not in the way, actually. Maybe in the way for moving the belt, or loosening the belt tensioner, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. Now, trying to think what else. However you decide you got to do it, just do what you got to do. Feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you think, what your opinion is on it. I will reply to your comments. Like I said before, if they're derogatory or just nasty, I won't reply. And I'm sure someone's going to say it because someone always does. My nervous condition, it's a nervous condition. I'm not an alcoholic, blah, blah, blah. I get all kinds of shrewd comments. People think I'm a crackhead or whatever. If I was a crackhead, I'd be a lot smaller, obviously. But anyways, yeah, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check me out on TikTok, link will be in the description. Check me out on Instagram, the link will be there as well. Also have a Facebook page. You can go and like me on or like that as well. I rarely post on them, but every now and then I do. It's TikTok and Instagram, I do post on quite a bit. So, but anyways, yeah. Next part coming up, we'll be doing the front brake pads and the guide pins on the calipers. So that should be in the next day or two. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.